You know, the entertainment of this has got to be a valuable commodity. You know? How many tune-ins, I wonder? You know? I wonder whether, you know, how do you dismantle a kitchen mic when you don't know where it is? Especially in that kitchen. I would do well to take care of myself. Yes, I would. Yeah, we wouldn't want to lop off a finger now, would we? Especially a pinky or an index finger. That would be terrible. Or a toe. Then it'd be a big oops. Another billion years to get that back. Right? Right. Well, all I gotta do is go eat a clump of dirt. I'm sure it would grow back. Just like Swamp Thing. Remember Swamp Thing, the movie Swamp Thing? I do. In Swamp Thing, he went to go help the brunette. What was her name? Bridget Bardot in that movie, and it was quite exhilarating. When I was a child, I used to watch that movie because I thought it was a noble quest. I loved Swamp Thing's character essence. It was a sweet, loving, and kind essence. It was. Think about it. Go watch the movie Swamp Thing with Bridget Bardot. Well, back to my story. In that movie, he ends up getting, I don't know, locked up in a basement of sorts. You know, kind of like the dungeon, some of you would put it. And he finds himself chained to the wall. Now, he had his arm lopped off. Quite a, you know, it's terrible, I cried. And Bridget Bardot was quite upset about this. Yeah, she felt sympathy for them because, you know, he went out on a limb, get it, limb, and saved her life. Well, the mad scientist who held him captive, well, he ended up getting his in the end. He turned into a little ugly troll running around in that, ooh. You know, that's the thing about little trolls that follow you around. You know, they're quite annoying in sorts, but you see, in Swamp Thing, the character, he had a missing arm. When I was a child, there was a scary Halloween record. You know, we'd play the record, yeah, like my haunted record player over there. And play the record, it would say, it was Scary Sounds of the Night for Halloween. And there was a story about the golden arm. Yes, the golden arm. Well, this guy was such, what do they call it, greed or whatever it is. Kind of brings me back to the, don't worry, I'll get back to the subject. Brings me over to the, you know, junkies that stole my mom's dead husband's ring. You know, anyway, in the golden arm, he just wants the gold. He just wants the gold, and he's going for the gold. You know how it is? Go for the gold. Anyway, he goes. Okay, the story is, the wife says, look, if I die, promise me you're gonna marry me, or you're gonna bury me with my golden arm. So, he buries her when she dies with her golden arm. Well, he can't stay anymore because he knows he can get a better woman, and he can get, you know, whatever, you know, to keep this better woman with that golden arm. Yeah. Let's think about that. Let's think about what drives a man to think like that. It couldn't be just his dick because, you know, that can be lopped off too. Am I right, Samuel? Anyway, let's see. Lopped. I said lopped. No, he castrated him. That's what God did. I guess I heard it in the lore. He took his balls away. You know, even if I was that person, I'm quite happy being what I am today because it's beautiful. Really beautiful, actually. I really got lucky. God really blessed me with this one. Assuming that, you know, I'm human. Anyway, so back to the story. He goes one night, digs up her grave, and grabs the golden arm. Buries her all up real nice. He goes to sleep with the golden arm. You know. He keeps hearing this voice. Where's my golden arm? Where's my golden arm? So he goes crazy. He finally goes crazy. He's, you know, hiding from her. And, well, because he didn't keep his promise, she dug herself out of that grave. And she came back to get her golden arm. Consequently, he wasn't able to ever get that better woman. And And, you know, she pretty much castrated him too. So anyway, back to the Swamp Thing. In that movie, The Swamp Thing, Bridget Bardot is quite the beauty with those firm breasts of hers. Yes, that's right. And the mad scientist really wants those breasts, and so he's going to out of his way, you know, to hold her back from saving Swamp Thing. What's she gonna do to Swamp Thing? Was she gonna hump Swamp Thing? Was his trip, right? No. Swamp Thing was just a nice Swamp Thing, and he just didn't want her to be in trouble. And then the weird mad scientist got jealous, started taking his own potions, and turned himself into a troll. Okay, so you get the moral of the story right, but that's not even the point. The point is that when Swamp Thing was in the dungeon, the basement, the chain, whatever, a beam of light came through the little window that was high above, and Swamp Thing simply put his stump thing in the light. What happened? Well, the stump grew back into an arm. Now, isn't that fabulous? Then Swamp Thing was able to break himself free from the chains that bound him, and he was able to save the woman and go about his merry way. What does that tell you about sunlight? Well, sunlight is nourishing. Well, I had a whole bottle of vitamin D3 that's gone now, but so I'm glad I live in Arizona because I can just go outside and breathe in the sunlight. And I am rejuvenated every time I do it, in every single way. And that comes back to my own story where, you know, I had to take in a lot of sunlight. Anyway, here's the point. What is it, the Beatles? I'll follow the sun. Yeah, I like that song. That was a cute song. The Beatles is a musical group from the 1960s and 70s. Pretty big. How you doing out there, Paul McCartney? You're still alive. Why is that? Do you sit out in the sun a lot? Probably. Anyway, I just want to say that even through your darkest hour and your darkest day, there is a beam of sunlight headed your way. And I really must say, it reminds me of Adam Sandler. Remember that movie? What was it? Happy Gilmore. Happy Gilmore was so funny. It was so funny. I think it just May. Yeah, Shooter McGavin. That guy was a funny actor. He plays that part so well. And Adam Sandler, props to you, Ro. Kiss. That was funny. I laughed for years over that. And with Mr. Deeds, when he hit the sneaky sir, and then they chop that wood with your black foot. That was so good. That was so funny. Okay. Yeah, what I was about to say was that during your darkest hour, you can always find a ray of light somewhere. Even if you were locked in a very dark place, didn't that hand reach out, even in your ugliest darkness, reach out and grab you and pull you from that? Yes, it did, and I know you know. I'm talking to a few souls out there. Anyway, you can always, even if it's just mentally, find that ray of light. Grow yourself. Change yourself. And make yourself. Just like I'm going to be famous. If I'm already not, well, I'm going to be famous. If I already am, I should say. Well, I know I am. Hey, one of those swamp things just ran by, trying to get some sun.